TiVo is a classic brand. It is a brand that when you hear it, you're all like, oh yes, I love the TiVo. It was a big part of my entertainment experience. And it's a cherished product, the DVR. We launched it and brought it to market 25 years ago. But it was a catalyst for change. It enabled consumers to watch programming when they want to watch it. It was the first one to really enable consumers to do that. And here we are, fast forward 25 years, with app-based viewing really driving the consumption patterns on their own time, watching when they want to watch. And so TiVo has always been there, albeit the DVR was the most prominent and most recognized brand. We're actually a software-based company that has had software that enables, and metadata, that enables and fuels the programming experience that's delivered through linear live TV, as well as today with the favorite streaming apps that we all have access to. So we've been a white label on the back end, although having a recognized brand name on the front end, that's been involved in the consumer experience and helping them find, watch, and enjoy content.
Yeah, that's really great. And I wanted to hear a little bit more about some of your new products and services. You have TiVo Extend. What can you tell us about that?
So this kind of addresses what we were talking about in terms of, okay, you're known as the DVR, what are you today? And in the media and advertising ecosystem, TiVo needed a new identity of the services that we're providing to this vastly diverse advertising ecosystem being driven by technology. So we launched a couple of weeks ago formally an identity in the space called TiVo Extend, where the basis of our product name is to enable both the buy side, sell side, and everything in between to bridge the gap between linear and streaming. That the center of it is the data that we're collecting. We have been capturing through the software we have embedded on set-top boxes, and now today in those homes that have broadband only, so we call those IPTV enabled devices, that we're still capturing passively what is being consumed when they're watching, and ultimately to be able to identify audiences that we can serve advertising to in an efficient and effective manner. So TiVo Extend is leveraging that data and bringing to market not only the ability to license that data to ingest into these technology platforms, sort of think of it as the fuel for the engine. We're a refinery. We're bringing in the data and enabling the marketplace on a syndicated basis to have access to that data directly so that they can fuel their engines, whether it be for measurement, activation, planning, identifying those outcomes. We're a solution set, or a key ingredient to that solution set. So we've created a number of products under this portfolio name of Extend that enable advertisers in particular to extend the reach of their linear campaigns into these new platforms that are emerging. We don't have a really good handle yet as an industry of how often and when that content is being consumed, how and who in terms of audiences. And we're hoping to fill that gap by providing those profiles of various audiences consuming content and whether or not they're exposed or unexposed to linear campaigns, so that from an efficiency perspective, the goal is deduplication and reach and optimization of frequency. Our data at the underbelly and the products we're overlaying, including CTV inventory, will enable the marketplace to take advantage of our new identity, or revised identity, I should say, in the marketplace.
Now, when I talk to media buyers, a lot of express frustration with how many media silos are out there. It's hard to get a unified picture of viewers because they're on so many different platforms, not only social media, but now all these CTV apps are kind of collecting their own kind of data. So now you have this idea at TiVo that there are no walls. Could you just tell us a bit more about that?
Absolutely. It's so important in this day because data is that critical element that's driving all of these technology platforms. And what we have not done as a company is to say that the access to the data that we're aggregating across many different types of cable providers across the US, both geographically and then within a region from a tiering perspective, so covering counties A through D, is that we have not put up a wall that says our data is not accessible by the marketplace unless you buy media from us. And that data is held within our walls, that can't be shared on a license basis, for example, to ingest and get that intelligence that's needed to fuel these platforms. So we're not a walled garden. For that reason, we're one of the last few set-top box providers that doesn't require an engagement on a media buy basis. So when I say no walls, that's really what I mean.